A little while ago, I found myself, bound up, kind of chained up, and the frustrating thing is that the thing that was enslaving me was actually my own thoughts. I had anxieties, I had some fears, and honestly, I had some anger and resentment as well that was filling my mind and darkening my spirit and my life. And it's a lousy way to live, a really limiting, restricting way to live. Back at the beginning of the year, because it was in that kind of season, I came across this passage that I've known my whole life, but thank God it came to me again at this time. And it's from 2 Corinthians chapter 10, and in it, Paul is talking about the kind of power that we have with regard to arguments and thoughts. And here's what he says. He says, for though we live in this world, we do not wage war as the world does. He says, the weapons we fight with are not the weapons of this world. On the contrary, he says, our weapons, have divine power to demolish strongholds. He says, we demolish every argument and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. We take captive every thought, not our thoughts making us captive, but we take captive our thoughts to make them obedient to Christ. Paul's language is actually military language. These thoughts wage war against us, but we do not have to be at their mercy because Christ is our King. We're ruled by Him, not by our thoughts. And as we come to know Christ, we can come to know His ways and His truth, and we can turn the tables so that we aren't bound up by those destructive thoughts anymore, but rather those thoughts are put in their place in obedience to Christ. Human beings don't really like obedience. We kind of chafe at that word, but it's actually the most liberating way that you can live to bring your life and your thoughts into obedience to Christ. And so may you find freedom, my brothers and sisters, as you bring your thoughts and your life into obedience to our gracious King. Grace, peace, and freedom to you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.